The American Revolution, a fight for independence, wasn't confined to battlefields. Both sides, at times, resorted to a brutal tactic known as scorched earth. This strategy involved deliberately destroying resources and infrastructure to deny their use to the enemy, often inflicting severe hardship on civilians. The logic of destruction, crippling the enemy's ability to wage war. The scorched earth tactic aimed to cripple the enemy's ability to sustain its war effort. By destroying crops, livestock, and vital infrastructure like mills and bridges, armies could deprive their opponents of food, supplies, and potential cover or defensive positions. This tactic, while effective in the short term, often resulted in long-lasting devastation for the affected communities. The Sullivan Expedition, a case study in devastation. One of the most infamous examples of scorched earth in the American Revolution was the Sullivan Expedition of 1779. Led by General John Sullivan, the Continental Army targeted the Iroquois Confederacy, a Native American alliance that had sided with the British. Facing dwindling resources and frustration with Iroquois raids on American settlements, the Continental Congress authorized this punitive expedition. Burning villages and winter starvation. Sullivan's forces marched through western New York, systematically destroying over 40 Iroquois villages and their winter food stores. This deliberate destruction ensured a harsh winter for the Iroquois people, leading to widespread starvation and disease. While the expedition achieved its immediate military goal of weakening Iroquois support for the British, the human cost was immense. British raids and counter-raids. The British also employed scorched earth tactics, particularly during raids on coastal towns. General William Tryon's raid on Connecticut in 1779 exemplifies this strategy. British forces burned homes, businesses, and vital infrastructure in towns like Fairfield and Norwalk, aiming to disrupt American logistics and instill fear in the populace. The ethical debate: a necessary evil or barbaric act? The use of scorched earth remains a subject of historical debate. Proponents argue that it was a necessary evil, a harsh but effective tactic in a brutal war. Opponents condemn it as a barbaric act that inflicted undue suffering on civilians and undermined the very ideals for which the colonists were fighting. A legacy of destruction. Whether a strategic necessity or a war crime, scorched earth left a lasting impact on the American Revolution. It highlighted the harsh realities of war and the ways conflict can transcend battlefields, inflicting suffering on innocent people. Understanding the use of scorched earth provides a more nuanced view of the war, reminding us of the devastating costs, both human and material, associated with achieving independence.